Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Murphy, and I'm the lead faculty for clinical education here at ProSomnus Sleep Technologies. And I just wanted to walk you through this document. It's called our In-Servicing Quick Start Guide. And what it's got is a variety of informational resources for you, some of which will be familiar from the prescription, and others just will remind you of some of the different places where we have very acceptable resources. So the In-Servicing Guide looks at case submission, delivery, and patient use. Here are some of the case submission tips. There's some detailing here that's similar to what you would find on the prescription, talking about the different default designs of the different ProSomnus devices. There are three iterative advancement selections, the EVO, the IA, and the IA Select. And then there's a dorsal sort of style device, the CALP, and then the PH Precision Hertz device, which is PDAC and Medicare approved. There's a reminder here of the different monogram customizations and of the traditional impression or analog impression inputs we need in terms of a putty wash technique is highly recommended for accuracy. We see some people that can take great impressions with alginate and silginate and other techniques. But if we took 100 patients and gave them to 100 dentists and had them all take impressions, we will always have the fewest remakes with this technique. It's the same one that Invisalign and any of the aligner technology companies use. From a scanning perspective, there's some demo videos as well on impression taking, bite registration, both analog and digital on the website under the dentist section and under education, walking us through how to scan an upper and lower arch, how to scan the bite relationship. I generally do that with a 3mm George gauge bite fork in place and no polyvinyl siloxane bite registration material. As long as the patient can hold that still, it makes it a lot easier to scan. If they can't hold it still, I put a little bit of material in the back corners, or I use one of our 3mm digital bite forks that you can also order. There's a video online that shows how to fill out the prescription, and then also previews for you a little bit about the different devices that we have and device selection criterion, when to use the continuous advancement, when to use the different iterations, and all of the different parameters that are applied. There's also case delivery tips and talking about how we make adjustments or how we polish the device. For the Precision Hertz, there's some detailing about the ProSomnus Pro Kit and how we can change out the arms if we need more extension and more advancement. So it's a really nice way for you to just remind and familiarize yourself and your team with how to differently adjust the devices. There's also a section on patient use tips and cleaning and a video that corresponds to that. Generally, it's soap and water, toothbrush, and let it air dry in the open air with the open container. So I store mine every night and it works out great. So every patient should get an opportunity to view their instructions for use guide. The manual will be available online and the information is readily available to anybody who needs it at any time. Hope this was helpful. Thanks much.